everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. With EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Demon Deacons will kick this deep to begin the game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
You need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. Crosses the 45. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Get set, get set.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Powerful running into the secondary. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Let's talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Ready, ready.
Now it's second down here.
Cricket.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Trying to extend the play. Looks like he's going to run it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Important 3rd down play coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The back's got it. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, NC State. Just ran away from the defense. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And the ball is picked off. Breaks loose at the 45. Can he take it all the way? Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Way downfield for a huge gain. Finally brought down. The game moves into the 44.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Black 24. Black 24.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. A misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly. 2-0.
He hands it to the back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Direct snap to the back. Powerful running here. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Lasso.
They'll toss it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
Pound 55 weak.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
What a play by this quarterback. You're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered. Uses his legs for not only a 1st down, but a touchdown.
Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He'll hand it off. Powering through. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pitch play to the back. Finds room at the 30. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they'll take this from the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here.
Slide 22. Slide.
It's a toss to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch downfield. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive, and a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First down. We're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Leon. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Demon Deacons have 1st and 10 here.
2-9 Philly.
Takes the toss and heads left. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
And the Demon Deacons are in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Demon Deacons looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Ready.
2nd and goal for the offense.
Rita. Down. Ready.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. And the defense wraps him up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Got it.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
325.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
What if they got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further.
Well, he's such a threat with those legs, and the defense is aware of that. This time, eyes on a swivel. Good job of being aware of that quarterback threat. They kept him out of the goal line and prevent the 2-point conversion.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now.
Clear. 42 Spider.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he lobs it deep down the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Ready up.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Slab.
We go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Will take the lead in the 2nd half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds an open target on the left side. And he makes it, runs it into the end zone to push the lead to 4. That's big. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And return man decides to signal fair catch. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to keep the offense the football at the 42.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. Direct snap to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. The corner is now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down, looking to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points.
Lasso.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin.
That keeps the score. Wake Forest, 35.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 18, set to kick this one off.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And there's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. He's got it out of the 25. Touchdown, Wake. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point goes up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the returner is brought down. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad... Quarterback for a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Okay, ready?
Second down play coming up.
Here we go.
They'll run the option.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll hand it off. Just trucks the man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
325.
On first down, it's play action. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Belly stunner.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Easy. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Terrier.
And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, NC State. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Ready up.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Black 24. Black. On the double.
Great job of the defense pushing him back on first down.
Longer. 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
42.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready?
First down here for this offense.
Longer. Let's go.
And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Still no answer for this offense. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab, running with purpose. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Demon Deacons pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Running back with the football. He's found some room at the 45. Football comes out. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Demon Deacons will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wake Forest. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. And here comes a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain. NC State comes to the line quickly.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They'll try a pass here. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
The shotgun running play call. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Give it to the back again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
How impressive these guys have been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move, looking deep. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Ready?
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Cricket. Ready,
That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wake. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down. They're going to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're
looking to throw it deep. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This is a risky play by the offensive coordinator going with the flea flicker. Yeah, if you catch the defense napping, it can be a big play, but there's just too many variables. You're putting the ball in the hands of a non-thrower, a skill guy who wants to catch the ball instead of throwing it. And when the defense is barreling down on him like that, then it's hard enough for a quarterback to make a throw, let alone a guy that's not used to being in that position, and he ends up throwing a pick.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. And the Demon Deacons line it up with first and goal.
Let's go.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The timeout has taken just 2 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. And we're going to throw now on first down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.